Hey guys, welcome to Lone Aspen. I'm Jeff.
I'm Chris. Today we're going to be talking about a great item, compression sacks and dry sacks. Compression sacks are great just in the simple fact, okay, it takes something that's bulky, big, compresses it down, smaller, packable. Excellent. Of course, there's the dry bags out there designed to keep your gear dry. Why not best of both worlds? Have a dry sack that compresses. More people should be making these. Fortunately, there is someone making them that have something kind of rugged, durable material that's a dry sack that also compresses and is breathable. Keeps water out, but as you're compressing it, lets the air out.
Award-winning gear, rightfully so. Over the years, I've had many types and brands of compression sacks. A lot of them nowadays are made out of Cynil or siliconized nylon. You know, like this MSS, I've spent over 1,000 nights in this MSS in the last 4 years easily. And those Cynil bags, right where the drawstring is, where it cinches the top down, that's an abrasion point. You hear us talk about abrasion a lot. And the drawstring rips out of them. They last me maybe a year. This one is made out of just 200D nylon. Very tough stuff. This one's lasted me 2.5 years under some very serious use, and it just recently started showing its first blowout right here. The nice thing about this 200D nylon versus maybe that Cynil pack is I can very easily stitch that up, and I know it'll hold for a long time. One Chris has is very durable, and it allows you to maybe, you know, a lot of people will line their backpack with a garbage bag, like a heavy 3-4 mil grade contractor's bag. If you have a dry sack that's waterproof, then you don't have to worry about your clothing getting wet. Now, although this one's not waterproof, in here with my sleeping bag is a Gore-Tex bivy. The sleeping bag's in the bivy, so I'm not so worried about it with this one.
Another thing you could use, not just use for putting your sleeping bag and extra layers, clothes, socks, anything that you don't want to get wet. Ideally, you don't want anything to get wet, but you know, there's some more critical things in your pack, like some warmer layers. And when you're packing these, there's no science to it. Some people do spend the time. You want to make some type of fancy roll or configuration with your sleeping bag or your extra gear. We just find best way is just shove it in there and it compresses fine. You don't waste a lot of extra energy trying to fold it up fancy or anything like that.
Yep, just grab a corner, jam it down in there, and just keep stuffing it in there. That's how it goes in. I mean, unless you're really worried about your sleeping bag being wrinkled. You know, one of the main uses that we have for these things out in the field is, you know, obviously we spend all of our time in the Rockies and we have bears and mountain lions, and when I pack the Midwest and the East, we have raccoons. So we use these to bear bag our food with universally. And all of the good ones have this drawstring so that when you reach in to pull your items out, you can pull on the sack in the opposite way. And we hook a beaner to this, and we'll show you our down and dirty quick techniques for bear bagging in another video. We hook our carabiner to this, we pull it up in the tree, and we keep all of our food in here. Overnight, you know, if I'm sleeping in my sleeping bag, I don't need the compression sack. Just a really great, handy, multifunction piece of gear. And you know, for those of you that use the military MSS compression sack, that was the worst compression sack ever designed. Lots of designs out there. This one's rectangular. You know, some of them are oval. As a matter of fact, I think that white one Chris has is actually oval. Some of them are round. This one happens to be rectangular. Kind of interesting. You know, packs are kind of rectangular on the inside. Some of them nowadays are a little more round. Very nice piece of gear to have, though.
I've even heard of people improvising and making a type of solar shower out of their bags. There's just all sorts of stuff you could do. Very versatile piece of gear.
Yeah, we put really just anything in these things. Other little sacks and bags are handy to have around. Yes, they add weight, and that's just the way of these things. You know, there's really not a whole lot we can say. You know, it's just a piece of gear you have to have. Shop around. I would go for one that's a little more durable or full-on waterproof than maybe than what we have, or than what some of the other companies are making. Feel free to get a hold of us. I hope you found this informative. Thanks for stopping by.